I like America's Next Top Model. I think once you don't take it too seriously, it's fine.
I never really thought about it before. I mean, in Ireland, the whole modelling thing isn't that popular, I don't think. Maybe in America, you know, what, like obsession with beauty and things is maybe more popular, but I've never really thought about modelling before. But what do I think of modelling?
Originally when the shop set up, I used to work for a guy from another shop called Games People Play from Galway, and they asked me to set up a gaming club in Limerick in the shop, which I did. And then about a week after I set up the club and charged everybody, which they looked for money, they didn't close down, and made a decision then that we'd buy everything off your men. So 6 days after that decision, I was in this place with no electricity, no phone, no accounts with anybody, 10 grand in debt, and a shop with all old stock, and it kind of began from there. Each of the other shops that have opened up have been purely, say, on a profit-making basis. As a result of that, each of the activities they'll run in their shops will be based on sales. You'll never ever get the same community travelling to events and conventions as you will from Limerick. And there's games played here that might have gone out of date 10 years ago that you wouldn't even buy them on the internet at this stage, and people will still come in and they'll still play them.
I've got Dungeon Master's Guide. I've got 12-sided die. I've got Kitty Pryde and Nightcrawler too. Waiting there for me.
The people that come into the shop, there's two types, and I suppose we'd be a bit full of ourselves saying it, right? There's club members and customers. Now, a customer is a guy who'll come in, look to buy something and walk back out the door again, you know. A club member could be anybody.
It tends to be, you know, you can have different days in here. Sometimes you can come in here and it's full of 10-year-olds, and other days you can come in and it's like nighttime and everyone's drinking cans and just having a laugh and stuff like that instead.
I'd popped in here occasionally. I mean, Gary will attest to the fact that it was very occasional, like once every year, to come say hi to him and see how things were and maybe buy the odd model or two. But to actually come in here and play on a regular basis, it was welcoming.
It's more of a kind of community really than a shop. I mean, Gary owns the shop and there's maybe one or two other people that work here. And I think Gary trusts us all because, you know, we've been here for a few years and, you know, we play nerdy hobbies, I suppose, really, that we all trust each other doing that anyway. So, you know, there's a core group of us that he's quite comfortable to just walk out the shop and trust that we're not going to rob his till and never come back in again. But, you know, it's just that it's good to kind of have that trust as well. You know, we're all just friends really more than kind of a hobby together.
With such a wide variety of people coming in here, there's a lot of parental involvement, you know. So as a result of that, you can have very young kids, 8 or 9, standing here playing a game with somebody up from college in Cork, 18 or 19. Girls in this industry, we have girls, but they're usually not as much into the gaming, but more into the painting. So the couple of girls that come in here, if the lads are wargaming, they really have no interest. But if you're going to be doing painting or if you're going to be making stuff, they generally turn up and do that.
when my brother started playing the game and the Warhammer game, and he needed help painting his army, so he kind of beat me into it really, and I just kind of got interested from then actually just painting them as opposed to playing the game. The lads here are really welcoming, like they don't really kind of make you feel like you're different from anybody else. You're just kind of part of the club really. Like. Well, there's a great atmosphere in the club, like everybody kind of gets on with each other, and they, you know, we're all here for kind of the same reason as well. We all just like to paint and have a chat with each other and things like that. So. The gathering is really starting to change that stereotype of people who model and paint being geeks.
Brothers in arms, follow me! King Argatron has us cornered.
Now, I am making your silver pants blue.
It's this fantasy world where anything is possible. One minute you could be sparring with an elf, and the next you could be battling against a troll who wants nothing more than just to steal your gold and leave you penniless.
In here from day one, and it's mainly because of kids, we desynthesize the whole thing. Everybody's a nerd. I'm king nerd, you know. Now, whatever about an adult, if you have an 8-year-old in the schoolyard, he's not into sports, he's an introvert, or she's an introvert. They like their reading and what have you, and they're called a nerd. That can be the worst in the world. Now, a week in this place and that word holds nothing or means nothing.
A lot of people wouldn't really have somewhere that they can play it, I suppose, as well. You know, they might not feel comfortable playing it at home, especially if their parents don't really approve of the hobby in the first place. They can come in here and have somewhere safe and talk to other people who know about the hobby with them without kind of really feeling embarrassed about talking about it. I mean, especially I suppose when I was young, when I'd been playing this, I suppose I would have been a tiny bit embarrassed to be talking to other people and doing it at school.
It's called fast painting, and you dip in paint and you get cloth and you wipe, like you dip in paint and you wipe it with a thing and you flick it on like this, and first you spray paint on black and it comes out like this. Once I played a battle with all of these and I won. I killed 3 people, 3 little armies, like the size of these.
Special art? Yes.
I like coming here because I've not else to do but play my Xbox all day.
Swap them to somebody for some Necron bits.
I don't know anyone who plays Necron.
Still keeping my 10-month-old away from the models because he tends to view that models are chewable creatures. Not good for his health and for the models. But no, they don't come into the shop. Not yet. Not until they're 8 or 9 years old and they get to use Daddy's army.
In here, you have parents coming in here with their kids wondering what the hell is going on, and within 6 weeks they're playing the game with their kids.
Actually, we were passing one day and just saw he wanted to get I think some decks or something he saw in the window, so we just came in, got talking to the guys, and then as it turns out he mentioned he liked Yu-Gi-Oh! And they said they did Yu-Gi-Oh! And just got talking to him and said come down and try it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a trading card game. There's a TV show about it, there's a game about it, there's a card game about it, and there's a lot of stuff about it.
I'd say it does mean a lot for the younger kids that they can come in, and I suppose a lot of them then, you know, they're in an environment as well where they kind of get treated like adults, whereas normally, you know, children expect to be treated like children. You know, as we tend to, you know, just get on well with nearly everyone that comes in here.
My name's Brandon. I've come here for about 3 years now, and I like coming here because when new people come, you're kind of, even if they're older than you, you're kind of better than them.
I'm Ben. I'm coming here for nearly 2 years. I come here a lot, but I try to come whenever I can. I try to take a break from it so I can just get back and I can be better.
I'm Luke, and I've been going to the gathering for about a year now, and I find it very fun because you get to meet all your friends and it's nice to get away from the house for a while.
I'm Calvin, and I've been coming to the gathering for 2 years. I like coming here because you just get a lot of fun and you get to meet your friends.
Back to school, ring the bell. Brand new shoes, walking loose, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
What coming in here is meant for me? Yeah, it's just been a kind of, you know, it's kind of, I suppose really, when you're doing the hobby, it's kind of hard to find people without coming to somewhere like this that actually get involved in it. You don't go in the pub and say, hey everyone, I paint little models, anybody want to have a game later on? And it's kind of good as well to kind of help, say, some of the young lads that will come in with, you know, painting and gaming and stuff that they want to do, because you know, we've probably done it for longer, and it's kind of nice to help out in that kind of respect as well.
It's a place to come and chat and talk about things. As Bruce probably mentioned, you don't exactly walk into a room when I was working in accountancy and go, I paint plastic bottles for a hobby. People cannot understand the fact that you would willingly take time to cut a little plastic model, glue it together, paint it up, put it down on the table, pick up a dice and roll it. They just don't grasp the idea that it can be fun. This is a great place. Everybody here pretty much accepts everything. I think it's the absolute freedom here to just chat about your hobby and enjoy yourself and to experience the variety of things.
I can honestly say you couldn't replace the people you've met through this place. If a person had to go through 10 years of their life doing any job or any profession and just meet one of the friends I've met out of here, I'd count them as a very, very lucky person. I think it defines the person I am, and I'm sure a couple of people coming in here, it's defined who they've been as well.
Don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just try your best.
You either deck your opponent out when they have no card. Let's just say, this is my deck, it's in the graveyard. That's where all your cards go when they've been used or destroyed. To go here, and if I can't draw a card, then I lose. And if I reduce his 8,000 life points to 0, I win.